I think what we have is the failed utopia of the Demo-Republican capitalist parties.
Yeah.
And that is leading us into institutional crises right now. So the American dream has turned into the American nightmare.
Yeah.
And what happened last year in the election, I think, highlighted the major political crisis of legitimacy in the country.
Yeah.
You know, the either-or fallacy, so to speak, is over with. So back to utopian thinking, where it's ironically practical to say, okay, these don't work. We need a new vision. We need new institutional, alternative institutions. So therefore, this is a good time to use utopian thinking to create new, effective public policies.
Right, right.
Because ironically, there's a contradiction in American consciousness. One of them is that, well, Americans are supposed to be forward-looking people. So the concept of utopianism means you look forward into the future and hopefully a better future. Okay? So the left has got to take that, okay, and move with that as a message to people.
We've got to also, the left has to also bring back, you know, notions of freedom, right? Why do the Republican Party control notions of freedom? We talk about the building of cooperatives, community land trusts. That's freedom, right? That's economic freedom.
That's right.
Why does the universal have to be the province of the Republican Party, which gets to wrap themselves up in that, where the academic circles talk about the particularities of people? We have to bring back the universal as part of that.
I think the when I think of in terms of solutions, I think, you know, like the New Deal was a short-term solution, and no long-term plan was put into place, and that was by design. Now we are going to learn from that mistake. And we're going to, okay, we need short-term solutions. Universal basic income, as they're seeing in the pilot program in Finland, it's working. It's putting money in people's pockets right now so that they don't have to worry about getting their bills paid. They don't have to worry about getting food on the table. We're talking about basic necessities that everybody needs to survive. Now, the long term, it makes sense to me, is worker cooperatives, where people still have to be educated about how to do this. And believe me, George and I have created Arete Media, along with some great people here that produced the intro you saw here on the show. And it's hard work, but it's relationship based, and that is where we have to start. We have to start about caring for one another and not about the bottom line or the dollar bill.